is Sunday Karma, powered by ESPN Wisconsin.
All right, we are live,
broadcasting live from the Gruber Law
I'm ready to
Office's
go.
One Call That's All studios at the Avenue. Alongside Greg Scalzo, Alex Strofe, and Kyle Wallace, here's Good Karma Brand's founder and CEO, Craig Karmazin.
And good morning to you on a tumultuous evening for southeastern Wisconsin in what is one of the greatest runs that we've ever seen in sports history in Wisconsin. Now, Trophy Kyle, I got to understand, I had an idea last night that I wanted to go 2 straight hours, only Brewers, only positive, nothing else could be said today on this show. My question is, we are FCC licensed, on multiple federally issued licenses here. Do we also need to be giving people safety advice and do we have to go there, or could we go all Brewers, or do we have to also be telling people about blood warnings?
I don't know if we are the people to do that, Craig. I like to think we are smart individuals by all means, but do we have the proper licenses as individuals to give out health advice and weather advice?
I have two eyes.
Yeah.
I have 2 eyes. I can see, I've seen the videos, literally Sherman Boulevard and Fond du Lac and Capitol are like Jesus is coming again. Somebody just sent me a video from about 45th and Sherman, and you can literally row a canoe down the street.
Yeah, I got a big SUV, and I was trying to go from Fox Point to Heartland, Wisconsin. I got on 43. I ended up needing to turn around on 43 because of standing water on 43 South.
Whoa! Craig the Keel boy going backwards.
So I'm going northbound on the southbound 43 lane. This was around 8:30 this morning, so that may be cleared up by now. But then I was just trying to get west. So I went west on Silver Spring, where I ended up leading into water that was just so deep. I saw over the course of my travels this morning, over 100 cars abandoned. I was counting them, over 100 cars abandoned, or people sitting in them due to getting stuck in the water or not being able to get through waters. As you said, rivers that had gotten so high that other roads that we tried to go around to bypass Silver Spring weren't able to do it. We eventually got through Capitol, Kyle. That's how we got west and eventually got all the way out to Heartland, was by using Capitol. But we had started a little further west. We were around 72nd and Capitol when we got onto Capitol. So it was definitely rough. Right now, it seems like there's a break in the action from a rain standpoint. But it has been a rough one for southeastern Wisconsin, the Madison area, seemingly mostly spared, not from necessarily all the rain, but from the flash flooding that's been through, Ozaukee County, Milwaukee County, and, just the whole overall southeastern Wisconsin.
Yeah, listen, I feel for anybody. We can start a support group, Strofe, in Korea. I guess Strofe is a renter. I need a support group. I'm telling you right now. My baby girl, she went to the store to go grab some stuff. She said the line is around the building at Ace Hardware because people were trying to get sub pumps, people were trying to get all this stuff. It is just a disaster. That's why you can listen to 620 WTMJ to stay updated.
Yeah, I have Serve Pro out at the house already today. I've been up since just before 2 a.m. I mean, I think I got to bed around 1:30 and was up since about 1:50 this morning. When my basement started flooding and all that. And so I know a lot of people are dealing with that kind of stuff today. And, we got to know Serve Pro through the ESPN network, and they are located all throughout the country. And, to be able to have them come out and, there's a lot of plumbers and a lot of service people who we appreciate. They listen when they're driving around all the time, and they're doing great service for people overnights and on Sundays. All the people in those in those businesses that don't have to worry about AI taking their jobs for at least 20 years, unlike the rest of us who only have 3 to 5 to worry about it. So we appreciate all them who are out there doing their thing.
Craig, I'm fascinated by your fascination with ChatGPT and AI recently. We had a conversation earlier this week where you told me you're awful.
No, we're not. We're talking about the Brewers. We can't talk about AI.
Can we also talk
we're
about
either talking about weather?
Can we talk about your monochromatic looks recently? Is that in the fashion statements recently?
No, that is not on the topic. The topic today are the Brewers or public service. The only two things we're allowed to talk about.
Monochromatic looks are kind of a public service. I don't like the way you're looking at this. Yes or no? Are monochromatic looks in?
No, we're not allowed to. You're going to get suspended for a minute here.
Suspended?
If you
wait a minute.
For a minute, yes. Kyle,
can I
we're
wait a minute?
On the clock today.
We are on the clock. I do have a question. Strofe, you asked about his monochromatic. The CEO of our company, founder and CEO of our company, just said AI is going to take jobs for 3 to 5 years. Bro, we work for this company. Craig, can you confirm that AI, you're not trying to AI my voice, right?
Kyle, you have one more. You now have your warning. If you're talking about anything other than the Brewers and positivity or public service, for any of us, we are going to be suspended for a minute. That is how this show is working today.
AI counts as public service.
You're suspended. Strophe is suspended. Strophe is cut his mic right now, Kyle. He's on a 60-second suspension right now.
Cut your mic, Strophe.
Is his mic cut?
Okay. Strophe, is your mic cut?
Any of us.
Well, Craig, let's celebrate the Milwaukee Brewers because, as you know, the Milwaukee Brewers are on a heater with an 8-game winning streak. I was watching the Packers yesterday.
990 ESPN. Let's all celebrate it. 800-990-3776. This is insanity, what we're witnessing, Kyle. 3 winning streaks of 8 games or more in one season. No other team in baseball has 2 of them this year, and the Brewers have 3 of them. The Brewers are 5 games up on the Cubs. And if I walk down the street right now and ask people who their favorite Brewer was, I might get 15 different answers. That's how popular this team is right now.
Yeah, the team is extremely popular, and they are performing extremely well. I mean, let's be honest. Nobody saw this coming after the 0-4 start. Some people believed that they could rebound, but nobody thought the Milwaukee Brewers this late in the season would have 3 8-game winning streaks. But more importantly, nobody thought the Milwaukee Brewers would be the best team in baseball. Even Pat Murphy, welcome back, Strofe. Even Pat Murphy said earlier this season, talking about, hey, y'all know what the roster is. It is what it is, right? And we didn't go and make big splashes. We lost Willie Adames. We lost Devin Williams, but we got the guys we're going to run with. And since he made those comments, since he challenged his team, they have really been playing well. It is exceptional baseball. And I don't know about you, Craig. You've been gone for a while. I went from just wanting to have a fun summer to having hopes and dreams of a World Series here in Milwaukee for the first time ever. Why are you laughing, Strofe? Positivity.
Because nobody cites the fun summer quote more than Kyle Wallace, and it certainly has been a fun summer. But I just want to revisit last Sunday, Kyle, when you and I were here on Sunday Karma. It seemed like the world had fallen after the MLB trade deadline late last week, now 2 weeks ago. It seemed like every Brewers fan thought the Brewers had shown that they weren't serious about a World Series.
Wait. This is not Brewers and positivity.
No, it is.
Trophy, you're risking another suspension here.
Let me finish the sentence, Craig, and then you'll understand that I'm spinning this positively. It's that they already made their moves, right? Andrew Vaughn and Brandon Woodruff were their trade deadline acquisitions, and they've paid off. Since the trade deadline, the Brewers have done nothing but win. They haven't lost a game since the trade deadline. Who needs Ryan O'Hearn? Who needs Gino Suarez when you're the best damn team in baseball?
And you look at the way Bryce Terang is hitting right now, and you look at the way this team fields, and watching them play against the Mets, it's like the best example, right? Because you see Juan Soto, and Juan Soto is everything that he's supposed to be, right? He is unstoppable as a hitter. He's, analytics, as they said last night, the worst right fielder in baseball. I don't know that to be true, but that's what was said on the Brewers broadcast. But, you see these other teams, and you see Lindor make the fielding mistake that leads to runs. And not that the Brewers have been perfect this season, but this team is so beautiful to watch defensively. Think about up the middle, Ortiz and Terang, and how they defend. Like, it's just fundamentally so great to watch.
I feel for Craig, I'm not a baseball purist by any means, but for those who truly love baseball, right, the way the Milwaukee Brewers play, the way that they feel. Bryce Terang was the best fielder in baseball last year. But Joey Ortiz is no slouch whatsoever. The way how aggressive they are on the base pass as well. They score a lot of runs.
Kyle, you said it. Kyle, you said it. You said Bryce Terang's the best fielder in baseball last year, and he may not even be the best fielder up the middle on this team, right? Like that's how good this team is defensively.
Yeah, and again, on top of that, the fact how scrappy they are to be top 10 in runs, but then be like bottom 10 in home runs is ridiculous.
Stay on the defense. But Kyle,
I mean, even
you're like Terang and Ortiz, and then up the middle. Think about Blake Perkins. He literally won a game on Friday night, throwing out a runner at the plate to win a game.
Craig, can I just say that was one of the most unbelievable endings to a baseball game I have seen in a while, in a sense of the fact that the Milwaukee Brewers at that point, when a guy is on second base and you single like that, typically they score. But because of the magic the Brewers have going on right now, Blake Perkins gets it on one hop and throws out Sterling Marte. I mean, it was a work of beauty. Anybody that was a Brewers fan at that, all you can simply say was, wow. Like, this is magical. I mean, it was an incredible play. What a throw, what a tag, what a play. The Brewers right now are just showing everybody what a team is all about. They love each other. We love the Brewers. And this has been just an incredible ride so far. And again, Craig, I don't want this ride to end. I was talking about Kyle Brunson Norman 2-5 on ESPN Wisconsin. I was talking earlier this week. I just can't wait to the playoffs. At this point, I just want the playoffs to start because I know how good this baseball team is. I'm enjoying the run, but fellas, I'm telling you, I can't wait to see what they can do in the playoffs.
Kyle, what do you like? You're in an 8-game winning streak. Be in an 8-game winning streak. Enjoy the way this team is playing together, and you don't need to be in October. Like enjoy August. We haven't even gotten halfway through August. Enjoy what's happening here. That's what being a fan is. Enjoy beating up on your rivals. Enjoy beating up on your former general manager's team. Enjoy beating up on everybody the way they're doing it. This happens once in a generation, a season like this. Don't try to skip past it. Enjoy it.
Bingo. It's the most exciting baseball in August you've ever seen in your entire life, Kyle. I don't know why you're trying to skip it.
No. All I'm saying is this: is that I am embracing every single moment.
Didn't you just say you were enjoying the fun summer?
But wait, I am. I'm just all.
It's not summer.
I get it. Thank you, Stroh. Thank you for letting me know how the seasons work. But all I'm saying is that I just can't. I can't emotionally not think about how special this postseason can be. I mean, I've seen a lot of Brewers baseball. All of us seen a lot of Brewers baseball. That team in 2008 season was incredible. 2011 season was incredible. 2018. But this team right here is more special than any of those teams because they don't have the big names. They don't have the big bats. They don't have the stud pitchers. What they have is truly a group of guys coming together and having a great manager leading them. I'm embracing the moment, but I'm just saying I am so anticipating and so excited for what postseason baseball is going to be like this year because I have such high hopes. I have never, ever had this high of hopes for my Milwaukee Brewers.
Quick public service announcement.
Yeah,
real quick, Craig. Since we're doing both positivity and public service, if you're going to the Brewers game today, which is a 1:10 first pitch at AmFam Field, be aware that Miller Parkway is shut off coming from the east, the west, the north, and from 94. So if you typically take Miller Parkway, that is unavailable to take. But otherwise, most of the lots
get a canoe.
Most of the lots are open, but Miller Parkway.
Wait. That sounded like a lot of directions. Wait, let's go through that again. Wait,
I'm reading
this is important public service because I'm saying
it was flooded yesterday.
These games are all selling out now too. Right. You realize these games are selling out, and today's the Miz T-shirt day. I
think you're right about that. Kyle got his already. He's not wearing it. But
let me go grab it.
Yeah, there we go. Kyle's going to go grab it. So Miller Parkway, this from Kurt Ogg of the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, is shut off coming from the east, west, north, and 94.
So that's every direction.
Yeah,
so
that
Miller
is correct.
Parkway is closed.
That is correct. Yes.
Isn't it American Family Parkway now, or is it still Miller Parkway?
The street is still Miller Parkway, but the stadium is American Family Field.
I thought it was Brewers Way. I think you're giving bad information. I'm pretty sure it's called the Brewers Way.
Yeah, I think I've heard it's called Brewers Way also. Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah. Bad journalism by you.
Well, that's bad journalism by Kurt then, not me.
Wow.
Wow.
Verbatim. Are we starting some journalism beef? Big J beef, Kyle?
Stroke, you will throw somebody under the bus in a heartbeat. That's very Gen Z energy.
I'm looking at it on a map. It still exists.
It's not called Miller Parkway.
On this map, it is.
You're looking at an old map.
A cartographer, you are not. So you're saying whether it's Brewers Way, Miller Parkway, or American
Parkway
Family
does turn into
Way.
Brewers Boulevard. You guys are correct on that, but it does still exist. But yes, anyway.
Okay, so regardless, so you can't go that way at all? Like, that's the main way, right? Isn't it the main way you
correct.
go?
Yeah, that is correct. And that's
probably have to go
How can you go?
But Frederick Miller Way is open, so you can still take Frederick Miller Way and a couple of other options as well. But Miller.
Rain's coming down again.
Miller
like
Parkway shut down from all directions.
All right. Well, they're selling out every game, and they deserve to be. I mean, this is what baseball in the summer should be. Want to hear from you right now. What is your favorite thing about this team? Who is your favorite player right now? I want to hear from each of you also. Who is your favorite Brewer right now, and what's your favorite thing about this team? This is all positivity, all Brewers talk, and public service talk.
Yeah.
It is Sunday Karma with you on ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. The hottest takes.
The most electric storyline in Major League Baseball is Jacob Misiorowski.
Without pumping the brakes.
No offense to Ranger Suarez, but he's not throwing 103 with 97-mile-per-hour sliders. That is fun. That is engaging. That is different. He is a unicorn.
Kyle Brust and Nortman. Afternoons from 2 to 5 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic.
Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water.
Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular.
The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature
will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman.
Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist,
the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, it's Kyle Walsh, and we've all been feeling the heat, and if your home isn't staying cool, your windows might be the reason why. That's why now is the perfect time to call Universal Windows Direct. And Universal Windows Direct has an incredible offer to help you. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there is no limit. And here's the part I really love. You'll get no interest for 5 whole years. Call 414-410-2000 or go to universalwindowsdirect.com, and trust me, once you feel the difference, you'll be saying what I said.
Hello.
Wow, a bomb by Yelich. Join the crew for an electric matchup when the Brewers host the Mets August 8th through the 10th. The weekend starts with a celebration at Cerveceros Night on Friday the 8th.
I'm not hearing anything
markets,
from you.
Music, and more. Then don't miss an all-new Christian Yelich bobblehead giveaway on Saturday the 9th, courtesy of American Family Insurance. Close out the series with Sunday matinee baseball and a limited edition Jacob Misiorowski t-shirt giveaway. Grab your tickets at Brewers.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
It's a home run! But wait, is your roof ready for the big league storms? If your roof has more holes than a catcher's mitt, it's time to bring in the pros. At Avondale Roofing, we've been handling leaks, repairs, and full replacements with major league precision for over 30 years. And as a GAF Master Elite certified contractor, we bring top-tier quality and proven performance to every job. Whether it's a quick patch-up or full upgrade, our team steps up to the plate and knocks it out of the park every time. You're out! Don't wait till water's in your dugout. Call Avondale Roofing today and keep your home in the win column.
Is your business ready to take the next step? At Fifth Third Commercial Bank Wisconsin, our team of local experienced advisors is here to propel you forward. We understand your needs and offer in-depth expertise, cutting-edge technology, and tailored solutions to streamline your cash collections, automate payments, and safeguard your assets with top-notch fraud mitigation tools. Contact Fifth Third in downtown Milwaukee today. Let's eliminate the non-value add work so you can focus on what truly matters, growing your business. Fifth Third Bank National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just for you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Stroking the slow on the push, I'm having the snow bunny pull up a leg. Fuck from a dummy, don't see how I'm coming, don't tip me, I'm right on the edge. Guinness is young and I've been had to shoot out some money all under my bed. 2018 come a million.
You're listening to Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Pull up again, making a little bit of stretch.
Is this Gunna? And is Gunna the person who LeBron tweeted about yesterday?
Wow, Craig, look at you.
Wow.
Why did LeBron tweet about him?
No, it's more that I don't know who he is. So I was asking people who he is because, like, I never heard of him. And then I looked at Gunna's. I didn't even know that he was a singer. I just saw
he's a rat.
One of those like Gunna, you be gunning like Gunna, like overload, and like with a bunch of emojis.
Can we
and so then I looked at Gunna.
Is that the same thing?
No. They're not the same thing.
I won't go into my Gunna number one on the Nigerian Spotify charts rap because I will not, because we are talking Brewers and we are talking positivity and we're talking public service. Those are the only things welcome on this show today. It is Brewers positivity. You could have I risked a suspension if I went too much further there. At least a minute suspension.
Self-imposed, yes.
Craig, can I ask you a question about the? So, are you not?
I mean, Alex, you and Kyle, at any point, either of you can suspend me for breaking the rules.
Well, real quick,
we agreed to the rules last night.
I do have a fundamental question, and I did ask this last night. What are we going to talk to Jason about for a half an hour?
We don't need to have him on for a half hour, but if he wants to talk about the Brewers for a half hour, he can hang out with us for the whole half hour.
All right, noted.
Craig, are you not concerned about your home?
I mean, that's kind of public service and all that. I mean, no one needs to worry about my home. I'm good.
Well, because I mean, full disclosure, during the break, I'm going downstairs to continue to make sure I keep water out my basement. All I see is rain. Listen, if I didn't see rain for a whole year, I think I'll be okay. I think I might want a drought.
Yeah, my finished basement has already been assessed at a full loss. So there's nothing to worry about. It's already done. It's already gone.
Craig, I hate to add on to full loss, but you are risking a suspension by talking about your full loss basement.
Yeah,
wait a minute, that's public service.
Yeah, I agree.
Is his basement public service?
I didn't know that was public service.
That.
We're talking about the rain and the storms and being careful about, your basements and your wires and what you have on the floor in the basement and making sure your sump pumps are working and all that stuff.
Huh. All right.
Go to Brian in South Milwaukee.
By the way.
Yes, that's public service. That's the first time. Kyle, do you ever remember that in your years? State Fair ever being canceled?
No, I can't recall State Fair being canceled. No,
yeah.
It was a State Fair.
So that was it was rough last night. Let's talk to Brian in South Milwaukee. You're on ESPN Wisconsin.
Hey guys, yeah. So I was fortunate enough to be at Game 3 in 1982. So that was just almost a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You know, and that time we all thought that they'd be back again, you know, and we know how that's played out. But the thing I like about this team is they have the innate ability to manufacture runs without having to go the route of home run or nothing. And I was listening to some of the national guys talk about that as well, and I agree with them that they've broken the mold of what's become baseball lately has been, you know, you need to have home run hitters up and down the lineup. Well, this team's proven you don't need to. You know, they've got good athletes. They've got really good base runners, a lot of speed. I think they've proven that you can do successful baseball without having to have the big name players, the big name home run hitters, all of that sort of thing. And their pitching staff, I mean, let's face it, you know, in a market like Milwaukee, you need to have a mixture of good veterans that hit at the right time when you get them in, and then your young guys need to perform at a high level. You know, if you don't have that in a market like Milwaukee, Kansas City, Cincinnati, those type of markets, then you're in deep trouble because you just don't have the ability to bring in the top line free agents.
Brian, all right. Yeah, I loved all your points. So now here's what we're going to play with our callers today. So we get to hear your point about the Brewers, what you love about the team in general, and that was great. And now Kyle, Strophy, and I will each individually lock in our guess of who we think your current favorite player is on the Brewers, and we'll see who gets it right. Strophy, who do you got for it, for Brian's favorite Brewer?
Oh, Brian's for sure a Jackson Chourio guy, without a doubt.
Okay. Who you got, Kyle?
No, I think Brian loves defense, small ball. Bryce Terang, Sal Frelick. So I'm going to go with Bryce.
Salvatore!
Oh, you left the correct answer out there for me, especially coming off of last night. We know it's going to be Sal Frelick. He was part of one of the small ball runs. I'm feeling good, even though I had the third draft pick here. Brian, your favorite Brewer is?
Well, that's pretty tough because I don't really have much of a favorite Brewer, but I would say of all of those, probably Jackson Chourio would be the one. Just because he's the young, upcoming future. I mean, and he's going to be the superstar of this team. He's going to be the identity of this team moving forward. And don't discount
buying the Jackson Chourio jersey. You got it. We got it. That's a win for Kyle.
It's good stuff. It's actually a win for me, Craig.
All right. Oh, you were first and said that. Yeah. You and Kyle, I would mix you two up.
Kyle's gone.
So
I don't know if there's water in his basement again or what happened, but Kyle's just gone.
All right, Kyle's losing 1-0, as am I, to you. 800-990-ESPN. It is 800-990-3776. You tell us what you love about this team, and then we will try to guess who your favorite player is as a result. And it doesn't have to, you can try to throw us off. You could love the defense and the Miz could still be your favorite player. Like, you know, we just have to try to, know you. And the beauty of this is there's just so many guys to love on this team. And, you know, Jackson Chourio and Miz can both be out while this team is playing as good a baseball as they played all year. And I can't say the best baseball they've played all year, which a lot of people would say, because they've played this well so often throughout the year.
Yeah, they hit that turning point in late May, early June, Craig. And I remember we were sitting in the studio, and Kyle and I were down in the dumps on this team in early May. And you said, well, wait a minute. There's so much season left. They're going to turn this around. And not only have they turned it around, they've turned it around at a historic, record-breaking pace. They are doing things that baseball teams in the history of the MLB have never done.
What I was saying is, if this team could be at 500 at the end of May, because of, even with the easy schedule that they were coming up on in May, they had 9 pitchers on the injured list.
Right.
And this team, we're saying, if they could just, don't worry about catching the Cubs. Just stay at 500. And we had also said at that time, by the way, that there's no way this team could even win a wild card because of how good the West and the East were going to be.
Yeah.
So we were saying this is a 2-team race between them and the
Not
Cubs.
we. Don't say we. Don't say we.
And the fact that
this
this
ain't
team
France.
has been better in the East than the West Yeah, Kyle had them better than the Dodgers. I remember that. And now the fact that this team is the best team in baseball, and it's not they have the best record in baseball. They are the best team in baseball. Look at their run differential. This is the best team in baseball. And we'll continue to talk about it with or without Jason Wilde. We'll give Jason Wilde the opportunity to have a morning off after a late night with the Green Bay Packers. We'll see what Jason Wilde wants to do. As we continue, it's Sunday Karma, ESPN Wisconsin.
You're listening to Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Thinking about buying or building a new home? Start with a mortgage pre-approval from Great Midwest Bank and experience a state of tranquility. At Great Midwest Bank, we offer fast approvals and flexible options with experienced loan officers who understand the local market because they live here too. Whether you're breaking ground for new construction or buying that dream home just around the corner, we'll guide you every step of the way. Bank with confidence and start your journey at greatmidwestbank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night, so for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
It's Debbie Lazaga for Comfort Awnings. This summer, I'm getting relief from the hot sun whenever I need it with my motorized retractable awning from Comfort Awnings. Sensors are also available that detect strong winds and rain to extend or retract your awning. They even protect against UV radiation so you can safely enjoy the outdoors all summer long. Family owned and located in Burlington, Comfort Awnings expertly installs custom awnings that fit your home and style. Right now, you can receive $200 off all awnings and screens. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com.
Ready to escape to a resort that has it all? The Island Resort and Casino is your total thrill getaway, where championship golf, a luxury spa, world-class gaming, and epic entertainment come together. Tee it up at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Unwind at the Drift Spa. Dine, play, win, repeat. Go all in on an unforgettable getaway. Book your total experience today at islandresortandcasino.com.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Faith and Bigora, lads and lassies. Irish Fest is almost here. One of the great Milwaukee summer festivals. And we'd like to send you there. Compliments of Discount Liquor. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Purchase any one 18-pack bottle of Coors Light or Coors Banquet and receive one free ticket to Irish Fest. But don't delay. Tickets go quickly, and I know you don't want to miss all the great Irish food and beverages. Visit us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Discount Liquor, voted best liquor store in Milwaukee again. See us this week for your free Irish Fest ticket.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Check out all of our weekly specials at discountliquorinc.com.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
Nathan has taught me to embrace the moment. Age-wise, I'm in my late 60s. I'm old enough to be his grandfather. Will he be embarrassed to acknowledge me as his dad? I think the most important thing we can do is let them know that they're safe, that they're valued and cared for and loved, and that they're important.
I knew I wanted to be adopted by him because of how he taught me to be the person who I am today. And it's coming from a dad that didn't expect to become a dad, and I feel very proud to be his son.
That was what he needed, and he was what I needed. Every day is full of new opportunities. That's what it's been about, realizing the simple things that it takes to make such a huge difference in these kids' lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Hey, it's Brian Balaga. Find the Homer Hour on the ESPN Wisconsin app today.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The brand new ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Things they're talking about, baby, we can start.
Sunday Karma coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
No Jason Wilde today, as he didn't feel like he had anything to add, as he was locked into the Packers game last night. We were locked into the Brewers' victory. I feel like you guys were at weddings or something, but you were watching it, and that's the kind of summer it is. And that's why we're not fast-forwarding to September or to October or to anything else. If this or that, it is all about this team who is winning over 60% of its games. The only team in Major League Baseball who is doing that right now. And this community, this state, this country, Brewers fans all over are absolutely falling in love with this team and these players. You heard Brian say it, just the way they play, the small ball. You know, the Dodgers have 49 losses. The Phillies have 49 losses. The Cubs have 49 losses. The Brewers have 44, 5 games ahead in the loss column ahead of everybody. What we want to hear is why you love this team. And then once you tell us why you love this team, we will take the guess at who your favorite player is. And, we also will need to share why we love this team because it is so incredible. I mentioned this on the air on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. The Brewers have 10 pitchers who have a wins over replacement of 1.0 or more. So that's 10 absurd. Pitchers are that difference making that they are, changing the game that much. I think the Dodgers, when I looked, had 3, like the second best team in baseball.
That's truly absurd.
That's how big of a difference this is. The amount of guys, and Uribe last night, he pitches the 8th inning, and it was good morning, good afternoon, good night. Like this bullpen, I know there's always going to, you see so many innings in 162 games, but you got to trust this bullpen, right?
Absolutely. I actually have kind of a dorky question for you, Craig, on the bullpen because, as you mentioned, I was at a wedding, so didn't watch the entirety of the game last night, but was following on the ESPN app very closely. So Shelby Miller comes in for the Brewers last night. And then it goes to Jared Koenig in the 7th, as you mentioned, Abner Uribe with 3 strikeouts up and down in the 8th, and then McGill with the save last night. That's a look into how dangerous they can be come October, right? When you've got those 4 guys who I assume we can trust Shelby Miller, who was really good in Arizona prior to the injury, and obviously a solid outing for him last night with just 1 strikeout in the 6th. But 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, you have 4 guys you can rely on to get you 3 quick outs. And then obviously your starting rotation is so good, but on a night like last night where you bring Tobias Myers back up, he doesn't have the greatest of nights, only goes 3 and an out. But you trust the guys that go 6, 7, 8, 9. That just has to give you confidence come the postseason.
Well, I don't know if you remember June 10th. At the time, team looked a little different. The Braves, we may have thought were going to be a little different team, but that night, Uribe pitched 2 innings. And that really was the only time this year we've seen him go to. And that's the thing that when you just ran through that, we're not even considering, right? Like, those guys going, get it good for 3 outs. But we've seen McGill stretched to 2 innings. It wasn't great, right? That Colorado game at the end of June, and so we haven't seen it since. But
Craig, you're not clamoring for that with the bullpen that the Brewers have. I think you have a luxury because I know for me when I think about it, you get to postseason baseball and you're talking. Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is I don't even think that is because the bullpen is so deep. You don't even need Trevor McGill to go more than 1 inning because typically you have guys who go more than 1 inning like we had back when Hader was here. Simply tried to get him to go more than 1 inning because the bullpen wasn't as great as it is. But when you have a bullpen like this and you have an addition of a Shelby Miller and you get into the playoffs and all of a sudden your 4 and 5 starter, your Quinn Priester, your Jose Quintana, like those guys probably aren't starting.
That's what I was going to say, Kyle, right? Like, who knows if that's like Henderson at that point. Like, there's so many guys who have come in and shown the ability to like I said, 10 guys, who who have a win over replacement of over a run on the year. Let's talk to Theodore in Milwaukee. You're on Sunday Karma. Morning, Theodore.
Morning. I would say my favorite part this year of the Brewers is just 6 through 9 in the lineup. Just, they're always, fouling everything off, taking disciplined at-bats, drawing walks, getting on base. And I think the TV broadcast said last night that Joey Ortiz leads the league in at-bats with the bases loaded, which from the 9 spots, just absurd. And it's just kind of a thing where you usually, 1 through 3, 1 through 4, they're the ones scoring the runs. And then you're kind of just waiting for 5 through 9 to get done to get back to the top of the lineup. But you can't do that with the Brewers because they're just 1 through 9, getting on base, getting hits, sack flies, everything.
Teddy bringing the stats.
Theodore, it felt like, but didn't you think coming into the year that's kind of what they'd be, like the top 4 or 5 were the whole lineup and the bottom was going to be weak? And I want to bring this up because I happen to be there at Caleb Durbin's first game. Like, dude, I feel like he deserves a lot of credit. Like, when he joined the team, I know he's not a 900 OPS, 300 hitter, but every at-bat, he's already got 3 walk-off hits, I think. I feel like every at-bat he's grinded, and somehow I feel like the rest of the lineup in that bottom of the order, once he started doing that, somehow that rubbed off on the rest of the team.
When the Brewers acquired Caleb Durbin, because it was in the Nestor Cortez trade when they got Nestor and they got Caleb for Devin Williams, I remember Pat Murphy specifically talking about how he saw Caleb Durbin in like rookie ball the year before, and he just loved the way that he played. He knew at that very moment that guy had all the DNA you need to be a Milwaukee Brewer, and it seemed like he was more excited about Caleb Durbin and who he was than he was Nestor Cortez. But you're absolutely right, Craig. I think he embodies exactly that mentality that is what this baseball team is, and what Pat Murphy has tried to put on this team is a whole bunch of dogs that go out there and fight.
Who do you think Theodore's favorite Milwaukee Brewer is? Let's go right now.
Yeah.
Who is Theodore's favorite Brewer?
Theodore seems like a classic guy, so I'm gonna go with a Yelly, or I'm gonna go with a Christian Yelich type.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Alex, you're in the lead, 1-0. Who do you have for him?
Yeah, Teddy's a Bryce Terang guy, no doubt about it. Flashy defense, huge home run last night. He's a Bryce Terang guy.
Dude, I love that guess because he loves the bottom of the order, and Terang's he's so good, but he's also sometimes in that bottom of the order. I would have gone Terang. I think you're right. This is
Terang batted 7th last night.
No, I feel like Isaac Collins can't be your favorite player. I'm gonna go Joey Ortiz. He mentioned he's had all those bases loaded at bats. He's had all of the defensive plays. I'll go Joey Ortiz. Theodore, your favorite Brewer is?
Bryce Terang.
Yeah, I'm good at this.
Yes.
I am good at this.
Yeah,
Good for you, Stroh.
Again, just to stop the cherries on. Thanks for the call, Theodore. Great to hear from you. That's how we're playing it today. Tell us why you love the Brewers. We'll guess who your favorite player is. Let's look at the texts. What do people have to say on the text?
Yeah, let's start with AB, Craig. This is both public service, the public service you are providing today. This is AB from Milwaukee. Craig, I appreciate you wanting to go full Brewers during the Packers preseason. This team deserves this attention, and there are so many colorful stories, many of which we still need to get to about this team. But that from AB in Milwaukee. This one from Colin.
Wait, speaking of AB, and you asked me about AI, I had asked AI,
Craig?
How would you name this? This is about the Brewers.
Okay.
So this is
okay.
What would you use for a slogan for this Brewers season if you were integrating what was going on with the pancakes, the fact that they have a low payroll, and that they win the right way? And AI said, Milwaukee Brewers, flipping the odds, Milwaukee's short stack payroll, full stack heart.
Hey! AI is fire, boy.
Payroll.
Flipping
the odds with pancakes. You flip the odds.
I love it.
Milwaukee short stack payroll, full stack heart.
Hey, both
that sign up on a board, and VA will call you out at the game today.
But both public service and Brewers related. You can get your short stacks at AmFam Field today. First baseline, third baseline, Murph's Pocket Pancakes available. for the first time today at AmFam Field. More public service. This from the Milwaukee Brewers. Today's game will be played as scheduled with a 1:10 p.m. start time. American Family Field was not directly impacted by flooding, but approximately half of the parking lots currently inaccessible to traffic, and some access roads are closed. The Brewers say they will not guarantee parking to all fans, even those who purchase parking in advance. You will be able to get a refund or a credit for another 2025 regular season home game.
Wait, so is this the move? Do you try to use one of those bars that have the buses? Is that the move on a day like today?
I would definitely shuttle today.
Move?
I would definitely shuttle.
Get you a boat,
So
just in case.
Somewhere. You get there early and shuttle, right? That's the move.
Yeah, probably. Public service announcement. I hate rain.
Any more texts before we keep it going?
Just Brent chiming in. My favorite Brewers player as a kid was Kyle. Wasn't this your favorite player, John Jaha? Wasn't that your guy?
John Jaha and Jeremy Burnitz. They were the only players we knew because the Brewers used to suck. Jeff Cirillo.
I was going to say those were the two guys. By the way, I feel like Andrew Vaughn
Mark Loretta.
is right now. Andrew Vaughn is channeling his inner John Jaha since the day he walked into a Milwaukee Brewers clubhouse.
No disrespect to John Jaha, but I think Andrew Vaughn is more on the level of Barry Bonds.
He is. He's better than Babe Ruth, Craig. King Vaughn is better than Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth. I agree with Kyle.
Dude, I had to text our guys from ESPN Chicago that they're all over Milwaukee TikTok because when the trade was made, they were cheering the fact that Andrew Vaughn was gone and that someone would actually give a good live arm for a failure bust in the minor leagues who couldn't hit. And so that
they don't know baseball in Chicago. Craig, the whole state of Chicago, whether it's the north side or south side, they don't know baseball.
Not a state, it's a city.
You're
Good
right.
call. They know baseball well, and I'm going to send you. When we come back, we are going to play the reaction in Chicago when they found out that Andrew Vaughn was being traded and what was going on there. So I'm gonna send it to you now. So you're gonna get. We're gonna come out with that. That is next. It is Chicago's initial reaction to Andrew Vaughn.
King
Vaughn.
Vaughn.
Continue. It's Sunday Karma, ESPN Wisconsin.
More Sunday Karma coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. When Tri-City National Bank decided to optimize their print output strategy, they needed a resource with the expertise to recommend a solution. CIO Robert Prang.
And James helped us with that analysis of what our print consumption was and what we were doing.
The outcome of the James Imaging Systems Managed Print Services recommendation?
We ended up reducing down to about 97 total printers and copiers from 197.
The impact on your print output?
We eliminated over 500,000 pages a month of output that we figured out we really didn't need.
Month after month, that adds up to savings and value.
Oh, tons of value. Those numbers add up even when it's only a penny or so per page.
Managed Print Services from James Imaging Systems. AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, and digital transformation. To learn more, visit jamesimaging.com.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have, or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Siding Unlimited is your local family-owned and operated resource for remodeling your home. We specialize in replacing windows, siding, roofing, doors, and decks. I say specialize because that is who we send to your home. Our team is built around the experts in all fields. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited. Looking for new windows, siding, roofing, and doors? Visit the 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Window Contractor of the Year winner at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Waukesha.
Hey, I'm Reba McEntire. In life, you'll hear a lot of people tell you that you can do anything you want. I'm here to tell you that's true. Since I was a little girl, I dreamed of becoming a successful singer and entertainer. It took a lot of hard work, dedication, and perseverance to find my success, but it was worth it. I never gave up on my dreams. Remember, you can never have a dream come true until you've had a dream. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
In season, off season, draft season. Whatever season it is, we are Milwaukee's place to talk green and gold. Listen, watch, or stream live whenever, wherever. 94.5 ESPN.
Welcome back.
Oh my goodness. Who do you make
Vaughn. See you later. The Brewers have had a snag in their pitching rotation. Aaron Savale has requested a trade. He is now a member of the Chicago White Sox. Jesse Rogers breaking this news right now. Who did they give up? Andrew Vaughn.
Yeah!
Andrew Vaughn
Give me some
to the
Sox
Milwaukee
music.
Brewers for pitcher Aaron Savale.
Let's go. Couldn't make the big league team, Cap. They sent him down and said, that'll be all, Vaughn. There we go. Andrew Vaughn, out of my life. You had every opportunity to take it over, Cap.
Yep.
Every opportunity. You know what? So long, Vaughn. You and your crazy eyes can go right down to the minors.
Didn't work here. Good luck. I'm moving on. Fresh start. Fresh start.
Fresh start my ass. He was a bust here.
That was the great Cap and Jay Hood, ESPN Chicago. I mean, I don't know that Jay Hood needs to get personal talking about his crazy eyes. I don't know what that's all about.
I love
those
crazy eyes.
Those crazy eyes are welcome in the 414 any day, man.
We love crazy up here in Milwaukee. We got lead in our water.
I don't know if that was public service or not, but
I
it is
think that
public
was
service.
Brewers
Don't drink
and
the water.
public service.
was it? Okay, I'll give it to him. No suspension for that.
No risk of a 1-minute suspension because it is today. That is all you're getting. Sorry, I know the liner said, we talk Packers 378 days a year. Not today. This is not one of those 378 days. Today, it's all Brewers and all public service. That's all we're here for, and we're only here for
I love when Craig does
positivity.
the show, man. I love when Craig actually shows up. He's got me all fired up. We can talk about any sports, not just the Packers 394 days a year like we're told to do. I love this. This is good.
Yes.
This is called dry
and I didn't
snitching.
even
This
show
is dry snitching. You showed up. You showed up.
Dry
Your
snitch?
boy.
What did I dry snitch on?
You could have said, "I'm excited to be able to talk the not Packers today, talk Brewers today."
Suspend him.
But then you dropped in like we're told to. See, that's called dry snitching. He dry snitching.
Okay, Kyle, that's a warning. That's a warning. If you keep going, another 10 seconds.
Yeah. Take that, Kyle.
Has he been suspended? or did he stop? Did he stop?
stopped.
What's the official ruling? Okay.
I just
no
stopped.
suspension. All right. Okay, I thought Kyle might want to prove a point and just earn his suspension.
No,
All right.
Kyle,
800-990.
I dare you.
ESPN. It is 800-990-3776.
Craig, you really gonna let him do this to me?
The Milwaukee Brewers.
You gonna really just let him? You gonna let him do this to me? Our relationship goes a lot deeper than Strofe. You gonna let Strofe just lie on me like that and try to ag me on and talk about? I dare you. I dare you.
Oh, you are suspended. You are suspended. You are suspended. You are on the clock. 60-second suspension for Kyle now. We are.
This is a travesty.
Whether it's me or any of us. All right, let's get into it. Why do you love the Brewers? Strophe, go.
Because they are unbelievable. I mean, I've watched this team my whole life, Craig. I have never witnessed anything like we've witnessed this season. And it's not flashy. It's not the sexiest brand of baseball. They're not hitting a bajillion home runs to beat teams. 3 8-game winning streaks at minimum this season, the most in the major leagues, as you referenced earlier. They just have this dark voodoo Pat Murphy pancake magic that's allowed them to succeed at unbelievable levels. And the best part about it is, I think it's sustainable. What they are doing is sustainable despite the lack of long balls, which they hit a couple last night. But again, this isn't the flashiest offense in the world. Kyle, welcome back. I'm just so unbelievably taken aback by the ability of this offense. And then when you look at the pitching, it's the best in the major leagues. Jacob Misiorowski has lived up to the hype. Freddie Peralta is an all-star. Brandon Woodruff looks like 2021 Brandon Woodruff again. I mean, and then you talk about the bullpen, which we talked about earlier.
Right. But Jacob Misiorowski, let's also be clear. Let's be clear about Jacob Misiorowski. Like, Jacob Misiorowski could be the best, probably the best arm on the staff.
Yeah.
Jacob Misiorowski has 2 quality starts in his career. It's not like he's pitched 33 total innings for this team this year. The impact that he has had has been, unbelievable considering that, right? What he's done in those 4 or 5 inning stretches generally has been unhittable.
Something that is so impressive about him, though, Craig, is he doesn't get rattled, right? His last start before he got put on the IL, first at bat, he allowed a home run, and then he allowed only one more hit the remainder of his start.
Was that the Dodgers, the Shohei start?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, and think about that, right? He had the Paul Skeens matchup. He had the Dodgers, right? He had the Major League Baseball All-Star game. The guy's only pitched in 8 games, and one of them is the Major League Baseball All-Star game, and nothing has been too big for him. State Fair proved to not be too big for him. The guy could handle the big moment.
No, the thing is,
talking about what he ate.
He didn't need to eat that. We don't need our star pitcher eating worms and beetles and bugs.
We only need positivity.
That's positivity. I'm being positive. What I'm saying is he needs to positively next time tell them, hell no, I'm not eating that because I got a World Series in my mind. And the last thing I want to do is get a stomach bug from eating a bug. That's the last thing I want for the mids.
So the thing that's always interesting to me is when you look at these coaches of the year and managers of the year, in sports, it's not like, oh, this team wins every year and so they can actually consistently have it, right? Like it's always like some team that came out of nowhere that does it, and that's who ends up winning, like the manager of the year. So if you look at it, the last time someone has won multiple managers of the year in a row, it happened kind of recently. You know who it was?
NL or AL?
He is in the AL, and he is still the current manager of a team.
Ron Washington? No,
that implies he's no longer with the team he did it with.
With the team.
Nope, he is still with the same team. And he's still with the same team. And think about it. It's very Brewers-esque because think about what kind of team you could win Manager of the Year with. Like, because if you're winning 104 games with the Yankees or Dodgers, you're not getting the Manager of the Year award, right? It's got to be a team where people are like, oh, I thought they were winning 70 games and they're winning 92 games. right? It's
Bruce
gotta be that
Bochy?
kind of team.
That was going to be my guess also, Kyle. Bruce Bochy was who I thought of. The Rangers had a couple good
No,
years.
because even when he came to Texas, they spent some good money there.
Yeah.
But it's actually, and I don't blame you guys for not getting this, it's Kevin Cash, the manager of the Tampa Bay Rays.
That makes sense, yeah.
So he won it back-to-back in 2020 and 2021, which you would think is almost like impossible. But the Rays were that kind of team where it's like, they did this, but it was COVID shortened season, all that.
But
There's no way.
that was the year when Tampa, Florida was the sports epicenter, right? Because the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl. The Rays
we're not talking about Tampa.
But hold on. No. I bring that up for a reason. Because
Suspend him! Suspend him!
Wisconsin
Suspend him!
What Tampa did. The Packers are going to be good. The Brewers are World Series
No,
good.
we're not talking about the Packers. No, we don't talk about other teams.
Suspend him!
Kyle, you're right.
Suspension!
He's out.
Suspension!
Cut him off for a minute.
I tried to tell him. I tried to tell him, Craig, you should always listen. You should have
him.
never abandoned me, Craig. I tried to warn you, should never abandon. But I do want to say the reason why I love this Milwaukee Brewers team is because of, honestly, the fight. And it all starts with Pat Murphy. And you're talking about managers. You're talking about this because Pat Murphy should be the NL Manager of the Year back-to-back seasons, because what he was able to do after losing one of the best relievers in baseball, one of the better shortstops in baseball, who commanded a pretty good big contract, he was only able to get this Brewers team better. So the reason why I love the Milwaukee Brewers is because of the identity.
Woodruff hurt the whole year, right? Woodruff hurt most of the year, right? 9 pitchers on the injured list. Nestor Cortez, the big acquisition,
only pitched twice. Only pitched twice for the Brewers. I'm telling you, this is why I love this team, is because of the fact that they took on the personality of their manager, man. I'm ready to run through a wall like the fighting Pat Murphys of the Milwaukee Brewers.
And Alex Strofe is back with us. And when we come back, we are going to talk about the quote that Pat Murphy had about this team when I think we were all thinking this could be potentially not as special a year as we know this is. We're enjoying the ride. It's all Brewers in public service, 2 straight hours of it, only positivity. It's Sunday Karma, ESPN Wisconsin.
Tsunami Express is Milwaukee's go-to for a championship-level clean. And right now, your first wash is free when you sign up online. That's a $25 MVP car wash, loaded with gloss, protection, and all the extras, including free vacuums and detailing tools. With locations in Milwaukee, Waukesha, Greenfield, Oak Creek, New Berlin, and Mount Pleasant, it's easier than ever to get a winning wash with Milwaukee's favorite car wash team. Get your free car wash before you pull up to the tailgate at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash.
Wash, chill, repeat.
Hey, it's Jen Latta, and I just had my walk-in closet redesigned by Closets by Design. Doug and his team in Mequon were amazing, from the first consultation to the final install, and now I have a beautiful, organized space for all of my clothes. They really brought my vision to life. Locally owned with the backing of a trusted national brand, they deliver expert design with a personal touch. Get 40% off plus an extra 15% off, and take advantage of 18-month free financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN. And don't forget to tell them Jen from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy sent you.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night, so for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
It's Debbie Lazaga for Comfort Awnings. This summer, I'm getting relief from the hot sun whenever I need it with my motorized retractable awning from Comfort Awnings. Sensors are also available that detect strong winds and rain to extend or retract your awning. They even protect against UV radiation so you can safely enjoy the outdoors all summer long. Family owned and located in Burlington, Comfort Awnings expertly installs custom awnings that fit your home and style. Right now, you can receive $200 off all awnings and screens. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com.
You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee, a Good Karma Brands radio station. The biggest sports stories in Wisconsin, talked about by Wisconsin sports fans. for Wisconsin sports fans.
The Bucks aren't answering the phone. It's as simple as that. They shouldn't answer the phone because you
right,
don't
it comes
just
down
get.
to
I don't
Giannis,
care. I don't care if you give me 65 first-round picks. You're not getting another Giannis.
Right. So my natural take here is going to, I'm going Packers here.
I fully agree with you.
Yeah, I'll take the Packers in the home opener as well.
Yeah, the Packers going to come in and they got to prove something. They got to play with a chip on their shoulder, and I think they beat Detroit week
Jason,
1.
do you think this is crazy that all four of us just picked the Packers in week 1?
Congratulations, you've now assured the fact that the Lions will win.
This is Sunday Karma, powered by ESPN Wisconsin. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue. Alongside Greg Scalzo, Alex Strofe, and Kyle Wallace, here's Good Karma Brands founder and CEO Craig Karmazin.
Appreciate you being with us after a rough night for many in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're out at the state fair or dealing with basements all night and morning, or you're some of the people helping people dealing with them, appreciate all of you being with us today. We are celebrating what is a special, special summer. It is an incredible season. It is a season that on May 3rd was sitting at 16 and 18. 16 and 18. The Brewers have lost 3 straight by a combined score of 24-2 after a road loss that started with an 8-0 loss to the White Sox, then a 10-0 loss to the Cubs, then a 6-2 loss to the Cubs. Pat Murphy says, it seems like we've misplaced our edge a little. He said the Cubs are tremendous, blah, 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 blah. But he said, we have misplaced our edge. And at the time, I think some people are like, whoa, Pat's getting after his team a little bit. He's saying they're not playing the right way. He's saying all that. But he was very direct with his team. And as Kyle said, the 2024 NL Manager of the Year has taken this team from 16 and 18 to now sitting with the best record in baseball. And it's wild to think, even if you go extend that long, they are 56 and 26 in that time. I mean, that's half a season. I mean, that's
unreal.
Half a season. They're playing at 110 win pace over half the season. I mean, that's wild. That is wild that this team is doing that for that long a period of time. I mean, when I hear Josh DiMaggio is saying like, "Oh, it is unsustainable," like, I mean, this has been sustained for long enough at this point. I mean, this is incredible. Let's enjoy this ride.
Bingo. You nailed it. Yeah, look, I hate to give the naysayers, haters, and doubters any breath, Craig, but I thought you did it masterfully. There is no reason to think that this has to stop. Because what have they shown you that proves this is unsustainable or they can't maintain the pace on which they're hitting? And they have shown us nothing but the fact that they are this good. They are this real. They are this much of a player come September and October. That's how good the Milwaukee Brewers are. And Kyle, you said something a bit earlier that I really liked. I rarely give you credit, but I will on this, that this team has taken on the personality of their manager, who will be a back-to-back NL Manager of the Year in Pat Murphy. When he took over this team, I think there was, rightfully so, there was plenty of questions about what will the change be from Craig Counsell, who was very good for so many years as the manager of this team. And, well, he's just completely outshined anything Craig Counsell any did, and we're not even through his second season entirely. That's how
again, and it's not about outshining. It's about what's best for this team. And, I think there's 3 things that a lot of companies, including us, look for in the ideal team player, right? The 3 things we look for, the 3 qualities in the ideal team player.
Well, I guess if I'm thinking about myself, handsome, funny, and hardworking.
All right, it is 3, and you got 0 out of 3. Kyle, of course, you know them, which are?
Well, for me, I'm always looking for people that work hard, people who over-deliver as well.
No, those are core values. But come on,
and there's 6 of those. Kyle.
The ideal team player is a book. It's hungry, humble, and smart. Right? Those are the 3 things.
Oh yeah, you just described me to a T, Craig. Thank you.
That actually is
so
me.
When you think about
the smart
it,
part, I don't know.
When you and smart is about people smart. It's not about like some kind of like being able to know the square roots. Right? It's about being people smart. And when you think about Pat Murphy and you think about hungry, humble, and smart, listening to him post-game, the way he praised the Mets lineup up and down, like you would not have thought the Brewers had just, defeated them 2 straight nights. But he brings a humbleness that I think, like Kyle said, right? Like the team is a reflection of him. He has that hunger, right? Like, he wants it, as bad. And he is smart enough, as we talked about at the top of the segment, to get after the team when he needs to. He's not one of these new sort of psychologists who's not afraid to communicate directly to the teammate, right? He's going to go at someone if they need to hear it, and he's going to do it in his unique way. And that hungry, humble, and smartness, you got to love.
I have some public service to get to. So there's pretty much only 2 ways in, according to Andrew Wagner, to the Brewers game if you're heading there. 1:10 start, that is going to remain the start. Mitchell Boulevard or Blue Mound Road, pretty much your 2 best options to get to the ballpark today. And I actually have the Brewers doing something awesome, given obviously some of the circumstances around people that are or will not be able to attend today. So the Jacob Misiorowski t-shirt giveaway, the one Kyle is wearing on our YouTube stream at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison on YouTube. You can check out the giveaway for today's game, the Jacob Misiorowski t-shirt. That will still be given out to the first 25,000 ticketed fans. However, the Brewers will be scheduling a second Misiorowski t-shirt giveaway game.
Wow.
There is your public service.
The Miz. You know what's funny, though? The Milwaukee Brewers said, we're not impacted by this, but our parking lots are. So, good luck.
Good point. Good point.
I love me some
Quinn
Brewers.
Priester. I feel like Quinn Priester starts every 3 games. Is he doing some CC Sabathia stuff right now?
I swear
I feel like every time
series.
I look up, Quinn Priester's starting.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like the guy is just, rock solid. I gotta pull it up because Quinn Priester is not a name any of us were talking about coming into this year. And you look at quality starts.
Well, they
he's
traded
got
for him.
7 quality starts, and the guy is 11-2.
And they've won the last 11 games he started. They have won the last 11 games he started. That's completely absurd.
11-2 with a 3.15 ERA, 7 strikeouts per 9 innings, and the guy is just, as I said, 7 quality starts, second only to Freddie on this team.
Craig,
like everywhere you look, there's a good gritty story, right?
There is, but Craig, I got to know. So for you, I know you're a Brewers fan as well. When the Brewers didn't make a deal at the trade deadline, were you one of the fans that Strofe was alluding to earlier? Were you like, okay, well, we'll write it out, but I wanted something? Or were you like, you know what? We don't need anybody because we already made our trades for King Vaughn. We made our trade for Quinn Priester. Where were you at the deadline?
I wasn't thinking we already made the trades. I was thinking they would add a player or 2 around the edges, which they did. But I didn't think. There's nothing to have us think like if there was a time that they were going to add someone big, it was going to be after the Josh Hader trade because there was a feeling the clubhouse needed it, the fans needed it, all that. And if the Brewers stuck to the process then they're not going to do some panic thing now. Why would you trade at the trade deadline when everyone's like panicking, right? The Brewers trade when it's smart to make trades, not when people are going to hold you up for more. That's not like the Brewers are too smart for that. They're not making trades at the trade deadline. That's for dumb teams.
What makes it so incredible is that the Brewers haven't lost since the trade deadline.
Yep. And that is why we are all going to enjoy the ride. We are going to keep it positive and public service and all about the Milwaukee Brewers today with Strophe and Kyle Wallace taking you home from here. But first, I'm going to tell you about Gruber Law Offices because you think about it, when something goes wrong in your life, you want someone who's living the same life that you are, someone who's grown up in this community, and that's what Gruber Law Offices has done. Founded in this community over 30 years ago. They've helped tens of thousands of Wisconsinites, and everything they do is back for this community. That's why when you hear one call, that's all, it means something. It's not a marketing slogan. It's a way of life at Gruber Law Offices. Family and locally owned, nationally recognized. If you or a loved one is ever injured, I think everybody in Wisconsin knows there's only one answer. It's one call, that's all, with Gruber Law Offices. More Brewers, public service as we continue. Sunday Karma, ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. The best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
I would just say that right now I think all options are on the table. I think that they went through that trade thing and they talked to teams, and it's not like those talks are shut down.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
But they didn't go anywhere. And when they don't go anywhere, it opens up the possibility they could be back.
On 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
Baseball is back. Brian Balaga here to bring you a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka and Surfside Lemonade and Vodka. A delicious and perfect pairing for a day at the ballpark. Stocked at American Family Field all season long. Surfside is only 100 calories per serving, and the best part, 0 bubbles. Ask for it at your local bar or liquor store. Surfside, an official partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Must be 21 years of age. Please drink responsibly.
Windows, windows, windows. You hear all about everyone's windows and how theirs are the greatest. I'll tell you, our windows are the best as well. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, and I'm right there with you. We've taken the most trusted brand in windows, Pella, and paired them with such an outstanding business that we will deliver results to you at your home. Siding Unlimited has won Pella's prestigious 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award. Siding Unlimited is the company to install your new windows.
Wow, a bomb by Yelich. Join the crew for an electric matchup when the Brewers host the Mets August 8th through the 10th. The weekend starts with a celebration at Cerveceros Night on Friday the 8th, featuring makers markets, music, and more. Then don't miss an all-new Christian Yelich bobblehead giveaway on Saturday the 9th, courtesy of American Family Insurance. Close out the series with Sunday Matinee Baseball and a limited edition Jacob Misiorowski t-shirt giveaway. Grab your tickets at Brewers.com.
Ready to escape to a resort that has it all? The Island Resort and Casino is your total thrill getaway, where championship golf, a luxury spa, world-class gaming, and epic entertainment come together. Tee it up at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Unwind at the Drift Spa. Dine, play, win, repeat. Go all in on an unforgettable getaway. Book your total experience today at islandresortandcasino.com. Start the day with Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
When you're paid like an A player, you have to play like an A player, not a B player, and he has never played like an A player.
On 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
When Glocks on me, hustle and grab it. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know
This is Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Sunday Karma with you, ESPN Wisconsin. Brewers Positivity Edition of Sunday Karma. I'm Alex Strofe with you from the Gruber offices. One call, that's our studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. Kyle Wallace alongside me. Well, not literally. He is at the Casa de Wallace dealing with some storm after effects, but good to be with you regardless.
I'm like everybody else, man. I got water in my basement a little bit, and, we're sucking it all up, trying to protect. So, I'm just like KBN Nation. I'm a regular guy, man.
Well, this is Sunday Karma, not KBN, but hey, good nonetheless.
Oh, you got me, Strofe. I woke up super. I wake up super early this morning at 5:50, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, you and Craig were texting me before I woke up, and I woke up at a decent hour because I've got and this is positivity. I still view this as public service, so no suspension coming. But since I woke up late, I don't know, what was that, 2 months ago now, for a Sunday Karma.
2 months. Oh, I guess, dang, time flies.
Time flies.
It was June.
I think that was in June. Ever since that happened, I've been waking up at 7 a.m. on Sundays just to program.
Not today. Not today. When I talked to you today, there's no way you were up.
I was up at 8. I woke up at 8. I was still in bed when you called me, but I was awake.
So what happened last week? You just couldn't move?
Last week wasn't I here last week?
You were 2 weeks ago when Ben was here. You looked ridiculous.
That was last week. No, I'd stayed out late the night prior, or really the morning of, and I got 2 hours. Of
so what time did you wake up that day?
9 o'clock. I slept from about 6:45 to 9.
You look awful.
Well,
just awful.
That's kind of you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's good.
It's honesty. Honesty is a core value.
Brewers looking for a clean sweep today of the New York Mets at American Family Field. First pitch a little less than 2 hours from right now. Quinn Priester, will be on the mound for the Crew. He has won 11 games this series, 11-2 on the season. The Brewers have won 11 straight games when Quinn Priester starts. Now, not all of those are credited wins because he came out of the ball game when it's tied, yada, yada. But they have won 11 games in a row when Quinn Priester starts the game for them. And a little bit of ESPN Milwaukee specific breaking news. You will be able to hear that game right here on 94.5 ESPN, a simulcast with our sister station 620 WTMJ, and of course 100.5 ESPN in Madison. So if you are hearing us right now, you will hear the Brewers game beginning at about 12:30 with pregame coverage on the Brewers radio network.
Oh,
so
wow.
These stations
when did that come through?
Brewers game. That came through about 20 minutes ago. I'm corresponding with our director of content, Brian D., to make sure I get everything set up right back here. But we will carry the Brewers game one way or another, whether or not I am physically here.
I think your dry snitching for the Brewers is what made that happen.
I didn't dry snitch at all. Hey, Kyle. Positivity. Kyle.
No. Well, no, this is positive. This shows, kids, sometimes when you tattletale, you get the end result that you want. And now we got Brewers baseball everywhere.
When did I tattletale?
I'm sure Craig said carry the Brewers today. I'm sure that's what Craig said. Craig said
that's 60. That's 60 seconds for Kyle Wallace. You're on suspension. So I guess it's just me and you right now, Sunday Karma Nation.
Listen, Craig's not here.
Your mic's off.
Oh, did you mute me?
Stop talking. 800-990-3776. That is the Carbo Stock and Text line.
Maybe YouTube can hear me.
Can you hear me, 15 seconds to Kyle Wallace's suspension because he tried to break his suspension. You may have heard him on YouTube. You did not hear him on the radio because we are not allowing that positivity. Chris
I love you, YouTube.
Says, maybe Alvin gone flooded out Kyle. So if you're unfamiliar with that situation, Kyle's had a chipmunk infestation in his front yard that we've been battling on Kyle Breston-Nortman the last week or so, and he is of course nicknamed the Chipmunk Alvin. And Kyle is trying to find a humane way to get rid of these chipmunks, and people are saying that maybe he flooded out Kyle, as Kyle's dealing with a flooded basement this morning. About 20 seconds left on Kyle Wallace's suspension, but want to hear from you this morning on the Milwaukee Brewers. What makes you love this team, and who your favorite player is? You can get in on that until noon, as Kyle Wallace is welcome back to the program.
Side note, I sent a picture to you all about Alvin, and I plugged the hole. Today, as I'm dealing with the stuff in my house, I go outside, I'm like, this rain is on my nerves. And I say, I wonder how the hole's doing. Alvin got to go. Alvin, I plugged the hole, I put the cinnamon, and Alvin said, here y'all go again with this stupidity. So I try, Strofe. I try. I'm not a killer, but don't push me. And Alvin has pushed me. So sorry, buddy.
Oh, it's always something.
We're breaking up. We're breaking up the band, buddy.
Kyle, I'm going to need you to stall while I answer the phone.
Oh, well, I can definitely stall, because at the end of the day, the one thing I will want to mention, because I know this is in the weeds, everybody hates it. If people were talking about the trade deadline stuff, the Brewers aren't just going to be good for this year. I really honestly think if the Brewers win the World Series this year, right now we have a window of 4 years where the Brewers could win multiple championships, because this year will be an early breakthrough, because what they have coming up in the future is going to show everybody that the Milwaukee Brewers will be a team that everybody's going to have to think about for the next 5 years. So as Strofe was talking about Tampa, how they had won championships in the NHL and NFL.
Be careful.
Wait a minute. Went to the World Series. The Wisconsin sports, especially when it comes to the Brewers and the Packers, we are on our way for a glorious 5 years.
Love it. Let's get out to the Cardinals Talking text line. Adam in Arizona here to join the Brewers Positivity Parade on Sunday Karma this Sunday morning.
Out in AZ.
All right, little KBN Nation on Sunday here. Ready? Brewers! That's it.
Adam.
Hey, just hoping for the big win for this team. This team, it's not just the team, it's the coaching staff. Think Al LaBeouf, Jim Henderson, Chris Hook, all these guys coming up, Ricky Weeks, all making an impact. It's not just the team, it's the staff as well.
Well said,
and
Adam.
that's what I love about these guys.
Adam, you're down in Arizona. Are the Brewers, for the folks down in Arizona, are everybody catching Brewers fever? People really taking notice of how good the Milwaukee Brewers are, especially with the trade of the Diamondbacks trading Shelby Miller to the Brewers about 2 weeks ago?
Absolutely. We have got a big Brewer following out here, and normally the Brewers would be out here in September every year, which we always love, but they were out here early this year. So we're missing them at the end of the year when we're playing the best, but the Brewer Nation is strong.
Love to hear it. All right, before we let you go, Adam, Kyle, I will give you the first crack on this. I am 2-0 on predicting a caller's favorite player, and I think I've got Adam figured out, but I would like to hear from you first.
I'm going to say Adam's favorite player on the Brewer. I'm just going to go with we're going to go William Contreras.
Okay, interesting. I don't think that's going to be the correct pick. I think Adam is so involved with this run that he has staked his claim. Oh, you're holding
King Vaughn
jersey. Yeah, King Vaughn. Andrew Vaughn is my pick. Adam in Arizona, your favorite Brewers player is?
We call him here the Bulldog, Quinn Priester.
I love it.
Oh!
Quinn Priester on the mound today for the Brewers. I did not see that one coming. Quinn Priester, though, great pick. He is a winner of 11 straight games. He has appeared in 11-2 record also on the season for Quinn Priester, who will take the mound for the Brewers in the series finale against the Mets in just a couple of hours. Go ahead, Kyle.
Quinn Priester does have a bulldog mentality. Watching him pitch and watching him just get the ball, shake his head, and just go. Man, I'm telling you, the Brewers get the most out of everybody. You're talking about 2 former first-round picks, not just low, like high first-round picks, and Andrew Vaughn and in Quinn Priester not working out in other organizations. They come to Milwaukee, and all of a sudden they're finally living up to their draft status of being early first-round picks. The way Quinn Priester approaches it, I mean, he is fun to watch. The Miz is fun to watch because he's absolutely electric. Quinn Priester is fun to watch because, just like Adam says, he has that bulldog mentality where he's just ready to go. There is nothing about this baseball team that is not fun. Like
yeah,
I'm literally
true.
What?
The staff
There's
is
nothing.
great.
Blake Perkins.
The mentality's great. Yeah, Blake Perkins on Friday night was that, or Thursday night with the throw.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
He gets back. Jackson Chourio gets hurt, and all of a sudden he's showing up with the bat. He's showing up in fielding as well. Like it's the Brewers can't miss. It seems like if you put the jersey on, all of a sudden you become a stud. Look, I just put on the William Contreras jersey, and I'm 100 times hotter.
Yeah, it's legitimately unbelievable what we're seeing. Adam, before we let you go, give me one more. Inject a little bit more KBN into Sunday Karma this morning.
Well, first off here, real quick, Mr. Wallace, I hope your basement is good. But in regards to that, Brewers! Love to hear it. Appreciate the call. Adam in Arizona. If you want to get in just like Adam did, you can get in on the Cardinals Talk and Text line. The number for that, 800-990-3776. 800-990-ESPN is your way into Sunday
YouTube's
Karma.
popping too, Stro.
YouTube is popping over at ESPN
Man,
Milwaukee,
it's
ESPN
popping.
Madison on YouTube. We'll get to some of those comments. We'll get to some of your texts. And we want to hear from you as the Brewers Positivity Parade on Sunday Karma continues as they look to win their 9th straight. Did we bring up burgers yet? Or am I banned from bringing up burgers?
Listen. I don't want to even talk about burgers. I just want the Brewers to win 12 straight games or more, to just keep on winning. And if the burgers come with it, great. But this ain't about burgers, baby. This is about a team playing for a championship. I want a ring here. I want a parade.
Yeah, let's go. And we are using a parade right now, the Brewers Positivity Parade this morning on Sunday Karma with you until noon here on ESPN Wisconsin. Leading you in to Brewers coverage about 12:30 this morning, or this afternoon, I guess that would be technically. Hey, speaking of burgers, if you're grilling out today or this week, elevate your grilling experience, your family reunion, your graduation party, whatever you got going on this summer with our friends from Door County Distillery. Locally produced, handcrafted, award-winning spirits made locally in beautiful Door County. They've got just about anything you could need. Rums, vodkas, brandies for your old fashions, great whiskeys. My personal favorite is the bourbon. You can find them all over the state of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Madison, Green Bay, Stevens Point, wherever you're at. Door County Distillery's got you covered there. And if you're heading up to Door County this summer, make sure you stop in. It's connected to Door Peninsula Winery. You can do tours. You can do tastings. You can get great product. You can get exclusive products up in Carlsville, just north of Sturgeon Bay. Or you can bring Door County to you all over the state of Wisconsin. Like I mentioned, gins, rums, whiskeys, vodkas, brandies, all the in-betweens, sold wherever great booze is sold. Check out their website, doorcountydistillery.com, to find the retailer nearest you, as well as a huge list of unique cocktail recipes. That's doorcountydistillery.com. The Brewers Positivity Parade continues. Coming up next, Sunday Karma, ESPN Wisconsin.
You're listening to Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Looking to heat up a career in HVAC? Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling in Milwaukee is now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Family owned and operated, Dick & Trough offers competitive wages, a 401k match, health insurance benefits, and a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. This is more than a job. It's a chance to grow with a company that truly values its people. Apply now to become their newest team member at dickandtrough.com. Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling. Come see the difference. Apply at dickandtrough.com.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Faith and Bigora, lads and lassies. Irish Fest is almost here. One of the great Milwaukee summer festivals. And we'd like to send you there. Compliments of Discount Liquor. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Purchase any one 18-pack bottle of Coors Light or Coors Banquet and receive one free ticket to Irish Fest. But don't delay.
Tickets go quickly, and I know you don't want to miss all the great Irish food and beverages. Visit us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow in Maine in downtown Waukesha. Discount Liquor, voted best liquor store in Milwaukee again. See us this week for your free Irish Fest ticket.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings. Discount Liquor.
Check out all of our weekly specials at discountliquorinc.com.
Discover Proof Pizza at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. In the heart of Milwaukee's Theater District, this modern pizzeria delivers Neapolitan-style pies, a bold grill menu, and old-school hospitality in a sleek, art-inspired setting. Whether you're craving a quick lunch or a relaxed evening bite, Proof Pizza is your go-to downtown destination. Dine in, unwind, and savor flavor that hits just right. And here's a tip. If you mention Jen Latta, you'll receive 10% off your order. Learn more at stkatearts.com.
Step right up and gaze into my crystal ball. I see flashing lights, spinning reels, and a big win. This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hi, this is Leanne Womack. I fell in love with country music as a child listening to my dad spin records at a radio station. I always dreamed of hearing my own songs on the radio. I set a goal and achieved it. You can do anything if you set your mind to it. Never let anyone tell you it's impossible. So if you have the chance to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance.
This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
I'm here, Strofe. My bad. I want to go grab me some pizza. I'm stressed.
Favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video. Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Sacks filled, put 2,000 on my feet. I'm a mother boss. It's gonna cost to talk to me. He ain't talking about no money.
This is Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Yeah, it is Sunday Karma. Alex Stroh, Kyle Wallace hanging out with you. The Brewers Positivity Parade continues as the Brewers look to become winners of 9 straight and a clean sweep of the New York Mets this week in a 6-game road trip that overtook last week and last weekend. They won all 6, scored over 50 runs, committed 0 errors. They are the first team in MLB history to hit those marks. It's truly ridiculous, Kyle Wallace with me, what this team has been able to accomplish this season, right? I mean, obviously the slow start, 0-4, get outscored by a bajillion runs to start the season, and people are going, whoa, what is wrong with this team? And then all of a sudden something clicked in mid-May, late May. And since then, they have been, without a doubt, without a single shred of doubt, the best team in the MLB. Whether that's offensively, whether that's their pitching, whether that's defensively. Everything this team does is phenomenal. And you see things like last night where, yeah, sure, maybe there was some luck involved, but also crucial hits, timely hits. You see what happened on Friday, right? As the Mets are, looking to tie that game, Blake Perkins throws an absolute dot from center field to William Contreras for out number 3 in the 9th inning to save that game. This team is just so disciplined. They don't make mistakes, and the timely hits from whatever outcast that you didn't know before the season or didn't fit on other teams or you didn't really think had the potential to be a star, everybody is playing like a star, and it's starting to seem, it's not even starting to seem, it is seemingly sustainable because everybody that told you this team can't continue to do what they've been doing was wrong. They were wrong. This team can continue to do what they've been doing. This is now their 3rd 8-game winning streak of this season. They're the only team.
That's the ridiculous part, right? Because in baseball, it's so hard. Like winning streaks are extremely hard, but sweeping back-to-back series is extremely difficult because just to go from you have starting pitcher, you never know what's going to happen. And the thing about this Milwaukee Brewers team that I love is you talked about all the attributes of them being able to play defense, being able to score, talking about the timely hits. I just think they're just a clutch team, right? Like whenever they get down, they're never out. Even the play that you talked about with Blake Perkins is the epitome of what this baseball team has been. It's the fact that they make clutch plays in big-time moments. That comes from confidence. These guys are all elevating their level of play, not just because they're talented, but because of the environment, the culture that they have established inside that locker room. It elevates everybody. When I say it elevates everybody, it is what makes a guy like Andrew Vaughn all of a sudden shine because he no longer has to worry about the pressure. We heard from ESPN 1000 down in Chicago when they traded away Andrew Vaughn from the White Sox, and they're excited talking about you got every opportunity, you got all this. The great thing about it is down in Chicago, he was expected to be a star. When he came to Milwaukee, he literally got called up because Rhys Hoskins, who we all forget about, got injured. That's why Andrew Vaughn got the call up, is because Rhys Hoskins, he wasn't he was playing fine in the minors, but he wasn't tearing it up, hitting like 350. No. He with the fact that Rhys Hoskins got hurt and he's had MLB experience, and that's what they traded for him for, to be able to eventually try to bring his bat up to see what they can do. And he got the call, and he has done everything that you needed him to do. This locker room elevates everybody. Isaac Collins, listen, that dude 2 years ago, didn't nobody know who Isaac Collins was, right? I talked about it on Kyle Brust and Norman, or maybe I didn't even bring it up. He was a Rule 5 draft pick in the minor leagues.
You did bring it up. Bring it up again. It's incredible.
A minor league Rule 5 draft pick, not even major league Rule 5 draft pick where you got to keep on the roster. We're talking about minor league Rule 5 draft pick that all of a sudden has become a major contributor to your baseball team that is in the conversation for potentially being the rookie of the year. The best rookie on this roster may not be the guy who I have on my shirt, The Miz, where if you go to the Brewers game today, first 25,000 fans can get a The Miz shirt if you go make sure you're safe and make sure you make good decisions. But then they're going to have the giveaway again. The Miz isn't even the best rookie on the team. It's Isaac Collins. This team is loaded with talent. So that's why I'm just so excited about what they have been able to do. And again, it's game by game. I don't know when this team is going to lose, but I look forward to just watching them.
I do too, buddy. I'm right there with you. I mean, it's legitimately unbelievable. Dare I say, Isaac Collins has become the most clutch player on this team. The guy is just built for the big moment. And he's proven it time and time again this season. He's built for the big moment. Isaac Collins has been one of many terrific surprises in this Brewers season because, as you mentioned, and I mentioned earlier, there's so many guys in this team you didn't expect to be serious contributors. Isaac Collins is one. Caleb Durbin is one.
You didn't know who he was.
Has obviously become one. Quinn Priester, another one, right? I mean, there were so many guys who have become major factors as to why the Brewers are undoubtedly the best team in baseball, and they've all been pleasant surprises and have evolved into superstar-level players, which is just ridiculous. Whatever Pat Murphy does in that clubhouse is working to an absolute T. And again, I just say, while we're enjoying the ride and while we are enjoying the magic carpet ride we're on here in mid-August, with the best team in baseball, 28 games over 500, 4.5-game lead in the NL Central, and on the best record in baseball, they're just getting started. This thing is sustainable. They have the best rotation in Major League Baseball. They have one of the best bullpens in Major League Baseball. They've got some of the best defensive players in Major League Baseball. This is sustainable. So, yes, World Series expectations are absolutely not only on the table. That is the expectation now. This team is World Series good, and I have no reason to believe they can't continue to prove that.
No, listen, continue to prove that. They've already shown us everything we need to know, and I alluded to it earlier during the show today, is the fact that I did not have any expectations of the Milwaukee Brewers winning a World Series. Even when they started that 13-game winning streak, when that was happening early on, or excuse me, not 13, 11-game winning streak, even when that was happening early on, I wasn't thinking to myself, boy, this team is becoming a World Series team. It wasn't until after they lost the winning streak and then proceeded to go back to winning again is when I was convinced that this is more than just a team that has gotten hot. This is a baseball team that has sustained it, and this is one of the better baseball teams the best teams in baseball. Beating the Dodgers, beating the Cubs, those to me were big-time statements. But beating up on the Mets shows you how good this baseball team is that they don't take anybody lightly, and they're never going to go up or down regardless of who they're playing. They're always going to be consistent. So, again, I'm excited. But Strofe, just so you know, I just got some pizza delivered to me, some Connie's. I might burn a ton.
Palermo's. Yeah, we will talk about Palermo's. We will make our Palermo's picks coming up after this as we wrap up Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin. We're going to let Kyle eat. We'll give him the rest of the segment off here as we're about to get to a break anyway here on Sunday Karma. But I gave Kyle a hard time before about looking ahead, right? Looking ahead to the postseason, which obviously is now I don't want to say a foregone conclusion because obviously anything can happen. But given the way the Brewers have played the last 3 months, it's looking like not only will they be in the postseason, they have a very, very good shot to be the top seed in the National League. But looking ahead just slightly, a week from tomorrow is that beginning of the 5-game Cubs series. It's a doubleheader Monday, August the 18th, and then that's 3 days after that, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at Wrigley Field. 5-game series in 4 days. That has the opportunity to be absolutely electric and to, I don't want to say seal, but it could effectively seal the NL Central race if the Brewers go there and win. I mean, is saying a sweep crazy? I don't think it's crazy at this point.
Remember before the All-Star break, as I'm eating Palermo's, how you were nervous about this team because they were behind the Cubs, and you were like, oh, maybe we can get to one game or maybe catch the Cubs, and we were like still, I think, 1 or 2 games behind the Cubs going to the All-Star break.
That week going into the All-Star break, I said, yeah, I think they can catch them. I wasn't nervous. I said they were that good. They were 4 games back a week before the All-Star break. I said they were going to catch them that week.
You were nervous about them and catching the Cubs.
Well,
you know what, buddy? Look at us now.
The Cubs are really
good. No, they are. They are.
There's no
we're just better.
That. Yeah, the Brewers
are
just significantly better at this point, without a doubt. And, I mean, when you look at payrolls and what they've done.
At this point? What are you talking about at this point?
At this point in the season, they have proven that they are significantly better than the Cubs.
Man, you better put your stamp on it. They are better than the Cubs. Say it. Say it with your chest, Stroke.
Well, I'm saying earlier in the season, I don't know that it was this clear. It wasn't this clear earlier in the season. But at this point in the season, it's crystal clear. They're much better than the Cubs.
Dang right. That's what I want to hear.
Well, that's
some
what I
conviction.
said already.
Crystal clear.
This
Palermo's got me hyped.
Yeah, I see that. I like that. Palermo's picks coming up next as we wrap up Sunday Karma. On this Sunday morning, the Brewers Positivity Parade continues and wraps up right after this on ESPN Wisconsin.
More Sunday Karma coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just for you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Get the beat of the Bucks straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend.
Welcome to the fantastic voyage. Marcus Johnson, the captain of this vessel.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production.
My first mate, Chris Johnson, the only father and son tandem.
Your weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks and conversations with the biggest names in basketball. This week on the pod, Marcus and Chris talk to Kevin O'Connor from Yahoo Sports. Find Here District now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcast.
I went hands-free.
I went hands-free.
I went hands-free.
I went hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins.
Join the millions of people who are celebrating going hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins. Footwear you just step into and they're on. That's right, you don't have to bend down and you don't have to touch them, which is why people can't stop talking.
After trying Skechers Slip-ins, I want all my shoes to have this technology.
So how do hands-free Skechers Slip-ins work? It's like they have an invisible built-in shoehorn so your foot slides into place. Then our heel pillow keeps your foot comfy and secure. And Slip-ins are for the whole family, men, women, and kids, in all your favorite Skechers styles.
It's crazy how something as simple as a pair of shoes have made my life better.
I went hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins, and I'm never going back.
See what everybody can't stop talking about. Go hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Dr. Aaron Holtebeck and his team at Holtebeck Eye Center make vision care a top priority. They are your premium provider for eye care and corrective eye surgeries. Dr. Holtebeck has been helping local patients with their eye care needs for over 20 years. Dr. Nausheen Abbas joined the Holtebeck Eye Center team last September, and her practice philosophy is to provide patient-centered medicine by giving all options. Located in Brookfield near the corner of Calhoun and Capitol. Learn more about their services at holtebeck.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hey, Jen Latta here, and as a client of the We Sell Group, I can tell you firsthand, Rob and Nick make the home buying and selling process easier. Right now, school's out, and that means it's the perfect time to list your home. The market is challenging and inventory is tight, but you don't have to face it alone. Rob and Nick are pros. They take the stress off your plate so you can focus on your family, your summer, and just breathe. Contact Rob and Nick to see what your home might be worth in this market. Connect today at wesell.kw.com. That's wesell.kw.com.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee. It's that time.
Yes, it's finally here.
Craig makes his picks of the week.
You can bet the house on it.
Picks of the week on Sunday Karma with Craig Karmazin, presented by Palermo's Pizza, Wisconsin's hometown pizza.
Can't wait to see what happens next.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Palermo's Picks time on Sunday Karma, of course, brought to you by our friends at Palermo's Pizza. Cheez-It, the legendary snack cracker, is now available as a frozen pizza and a delicious frozen pizza at that. Each crust on Cheez-It pizza is the original Cheez-It flavored cracker crust that is square-shaped, ultra-thin, super crispy, and the perfect amount of Cheez-It flavor. On top of each crust are flavors that perfectly complement the Cheez-It taste, which includes Italian fork cheese, cheddar jack supreme, and my personal favorite, the pepperoni pizza. And it's a super short bake time, 8 minutes. Freeze into Cheez-It in just 8 minutes. Find Cheez-It frozen pizza in your favorite grocer's frozen pizza section. Sunday Karma, Alex Strofe, Kyle Wallace, hanging out with you for a few more minutes as we await Brewers Mets, the final game of their 3-game weekend series over at AmFam Field. So 1:10 first pitch, and you can hear that game right here on ESPN Wisconsin. I see the YouTube chats and the Carbless text line lighting up. Kyle, you really got to stop eating when you do a radio show.
What happened? What did they say?
Over on YouTube, Merv Mervison chimes in with, "Why is that dude gnawing so loudly?" On the text line, Colin says, "Kyle, for everyone's sake, please finish eating before speaking." And then Mike chimes in on YouTube. This is an unspeakably bad radio show, despite speaking. Mike calls it an unspeakable. Well, if you got to be known for something, I'll be known for being an unspeakably bad radio show. I'm okay with that.
Thanks, Mike. I mean, the pizza's so good, man. I think eating Palermo's is well worth it, and it's probably exasperated through the fact that I have a headset on via vMix, so I'm sure my smacking. And when I chew, I don't close my mouth all the time. I'm a smacker.
You are a loud
I'm a smacker.
chewer. Yeah, you are.
I gotta maximize the circumference of my mouth. I
don't think I like that sentence at all. Hey.
Oh wow.
I didn't like that.
You got all the little hotkeys. What page are you on?
I'm jumping between a few pages.
Yeah, you're good. You're good at that. Not me. I function a little slow.
Yeah, I actually know how to produce. It's quite a concept.
Yeah. I just get us up and running and let the words do all the talking. I don't need all the gimmicks and games here on Sunday Karma, man. We don't need all that. We actually know how to entertain. Listen, we know how to entertain without gimmicks and games, man.
Brewers,
that's what me and Craig been doing.
First pitch at AmFam Field. Caleb Durbin once again will lead off for the Brewers. He will play third base and lead off. Isaac Collins batting second. Contreras and Vaughn are your 3 and 4. And then to round out the lineup, Blake Perkins in center field will bat fifth. Andrew Monasterio will play second base today. Danny Jansen will catch today. Brandon Lockridge in right field, and Joey Ortiz, of course, the shortstop. So it's an
give me the first four again. Give me the first four again.
Durbin, Collins, Contreras, Vaughn. Contreras is your DH.
Only 3 of the 4 of those guys you expected to be in the lineup by this time this year.
Yes, that's correct.
Cheers, that's it. The rest of the guys is like, huh?
So that is an off day for the following. Sal Frelick, Bryce Terang, Christian Yelich. All will get the day off today. And the thing is, this team will find a way to score 12 runs. That's just what they do. That's what this team does when they trot out a unique lineup. They just score 1 million runs. They'll 42 hits today against the Mets. That's just what they do.
Yeah, it is what they do. And just thinking about, you mentioned Brandon Lockridge. Brandon Lockridge has been here again almost 2 weeks, and he's already caught the Brewers fever as well, right? He's already talking about, not even 2 is a week. He's already talking about how this team is just so different. He just feels the energy, right? He just feels how great the locker room is. It's pretty cool to see that. I'm telling you, man, there's something brewing special, and I'm right there with you, Stroke. I think the Milwaukee Brewers can bring out the brooms tonight and will bring out the brooms today in order to sweep the New York Mets.
Well, the beauty is you got Quinn Priester on the mound, who, in terms of your rotation, is probably your number 4. But he's been as good as anybody. 11 straight starts, the Brewers have won those games. He is 11-2 on the season. And he has just been as good as anybody in this rotation, which is absurd because you have Brandon Woodruff. You have Jacob Misiorowski. You have Freddie Peralta. And Quinn Priester's been as good as any of those guys for this team. And that's what makes me so confident that what they have done this season thus far, 28 games over 500, a 4.5-game lead in the National League, it's sustainable. That's what makes me believe it's sustainable because any day you trot out, they trot out this lineup. Brandon Lockridge, Isaac Collins, and Blake Perkins are your outfielders today. And I'm confident they're going to win.
They have a strong.
That's the level of absurdity that the Brewers
against Sterling Marte, Juan Soto, just a great lineup. And the Brewers still do not care about that. But again, man, based off this starting pitching, the Brewers have a real shot today, but have a good shot in the postseason as well.
There you go. 2 hours of Sunday Karma. We did not mention the Packers preseason game once. Good for us.
We'll do that tomorrow. Oh.
Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow beginning at 2 o'clock. Lots to dive into from that.
Do I overreact tomorrow, show? Should I not?
I hope you don't. There are things to react to, but I hope you don't overreact. Adam chimes in on the Cardinals text line. Thank you guys for the Brewers show today. Super hyped for first pitch. And again, you can hear first pitch right here on these stations. 100.5 ESPN in Madison, Madison's home of the Brewers. And right here on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee as well. You can hear that game on 95.3 WBEV in Beaver Dam, as well as 620 WTMJ in Milwaukee. And obviously, there will be some storm stuff going on here this afternoon. So if you want to catch the game in full, uninterrupted in Milwaukee, you're going to want to hear that right here on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. It's a fun show today. We'll do it again next Sunday. Actually, I'm off next Sunday, so I won't do it again next Sunday, but Kyle will.
Oh, me too. I'm off as well.
I'm not sure.
I'm in Denver next week.
Oh, enjoy Denver. All right, Kyle, send us out.
Peace, be safe, and go Brewers.